Hi guys, so today I would like to share material about intonation patterns, and we're about to discuss about the whole material in intonation patterns. Before we go, let me explain what is intonation first. Well, in linguistics, intonation is the variation in pitch used to indicate the speaker's attitudes and emotion to highlight or focus an expression. Intonation is connected with stress and pitch of voice. The best way to create an engaging and exciting speech is to use techniques including intonation and stress. Intonation occurs when the voice changes in pitch and tone while speaking. When stressing involves putting more emphasis on a word or a sentence to draw attention to it. Now we're moving to three parts of intonation patterns. The first one is falling intonation. The second one is rising intonation. And the third one is full rise intonation. Okay, just let's find out one by one. Falling intonation is how the voice falls on the final stressed syllable of a phrase or a group of words. Falling intonation is the most common intonation in English. It is commonly found in statements, comments, WH question, confirmatory question, and exclamations. Okay, so the first one in falling intonation we have statement. The example of statements, as you can see on the screen, is nice to meet you, I'll be back in a minute, she doesn't live here anymore, and so on. And second, we have comments. As you can see, the example is write your name here, show me what you've written, leave it on the desk, and so on. And the next we have WH questions. It's requesting information. Question beginning with who, what, why, where, when, which, and how. Example is, what country do you come from? Where do you work? Which of them do you prefer? And so on. Then we have question text. There are statements requesting confirmation rather than questions. Not all tag questions are really questions. Some of them merely ask for confirmation or invite agreement, in which case we use a falling tone at the end. Example is, he thinks he's so clever, doesn't he? She's such a nuisance, isn't she? And so on. And then we have exclamations. An example is on you, as you can see on the screen. How nice of you. That's just what I needed. And so on. And now we have rising intonation. It's the pitch of the voice rises at the end of a sentence. Rising intonation invites the speaker to continue talking. It is normally used with yes or no question and question tags that are real question. In yes or no question that can be answered by yes or no. Example is like just your on screen. Do you like your new teacher? Have you finished already? May I borrow your dictionary? And so on. And we have question tags that show uncertainty and require an answer, real questions. Example is, we've met already, haven't we? You like fish, don't you? You're a new student, don't you? And so on. And last we have rise-fall intonation, the intonation that rises and then falls. We use rise-fall intonation for choices, lists, unfinished thoughts, and conditional sentence. The first one we have choices, the alternative questions. Example is, as you can see on the screen, are you having soup or salad? Is John leaving on Thursday or Friday? Does he speak German or French? And so on. The second one we have list, rising, 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 and then falling. Intonation falls on the last item to show that the list is finished. Example is, we've got apples, pears, bananas, and orange. The sweater comes in blue, white, pink, and black. I like football, tennis, basketball, and volleyball. And so on. Unfinished thoughts or partial statements in the responses to the following questions. The restful intonation indicates reservation. The speaker hesitates to fully express his or her thoughts. Example is, do you like my new handbag? Well, the leather is nice, but I don't like it. What was the meal like? The fish was good, but the rest wasn't great, and so on. And then we have conditional sentences. The tone rises in the first clause and falls gradually in the second clause. Example is, if he calls, ask him to leave a message. Unless he insists, I'm not going to go. So that was the material about intonation patterns that we've been discussed. Hopefully it will be useful for all of you who have been watching my video. Thank you and see ya.